Hello everyone and welcome back to Ash of Gods Redemption. Thank you for joining me today. We've now moved over to Lofang. It's been a while since we played with this guy. Let's see what he has to say. The long journey is coming to an end. You hear armour clanging, wheel axles squeaking. The Fusion legions are on the move. The Paysum lies before you. The dead men here sticking out like a rotten tooth between its towering bastions. The great ancestress can barely hold body and soul together. As the fortress draws closer, she seems like the condemned approaching the scaffold. She's about to collapse. So this is actually very interesting. Lofang's now at the Paysum. Who else? Hopper had reached a Paysum. The only person who hasn't quite got there yet is Thorn. So our three parties that we've been playing through this entire game with are slowly coming together at this one city. Very interested to find out what happens when they all meet. She notices your eyes upon her. Keep going, Icon. We're almost there. Don't worry about me. I'm weak, but I'm still standing. This magic I sense, it doesn't originate from a Paysum, but from the reaping itself. It cannot get in, so it surrounds the fortress like an invisible rampart. Let's support her. You stop to wait for Amma, then nodding courteously, take her by the arm. You immediately feel a terrible weight pressing down on you. Your vision goes dark and you can barely hold on to consciousness. Amma sneers. This burden isn't meant for your shoulders, Icon. Even a warrior of peace can't carry this weight. I'll manage. Keep an eye on the road. You turn to hear the sound of hooves approaching. A band of Bakan soldiers rounds the bend. They're obviously being pursued. You turn to meet the pursuers and see several girls hiding in the forest. There's also a Bakanan noble kneeling in the dust beside a fallen warrior. This is your ticket to a Paysum. Or so if we save him, they'll let us in, I guess. Okay, I think this team we have up here is pretty effective. No injuries. Do we have any amulets and things we can give? No, we're a little bit starved on things, and people are a little bit empty of things, but never mind. Can't do anything. No level ups to do, so let's fight. Kicking off the episode with a battle. That's what I like. Oh, being flanked. Okay, I say we deal with these three first. So let's... Or do we? I'm trying to think of tactics we use as Lofang just wanders off into the enemy, puts up his defense and just tanks everything while the rest of the team start killing everybody. So we could do that. There's only three. It's quite a large space in between them. It's going to take a while for them to get there. Let's do that. We're going to stick her over here. These kind of have a bit of range to them. This tree stump's going to be in the way a bit. Let's move over there. Do it like that. We'll deal with these three first, and then sort them out. Okay, so first of all, we can get a shot in. She doesn't have to move, so you can just get it from right here. Just does 8 damage, basic shot, increasing defenses. Yeah, let's do that. I've got a lot of health, so I think we're going to go for the energy. Yeah, they are quite high health. That's not good. Okay, so to prevent that happening again, I think we're going to wade in. Where are we going to go? Here. We're just going to walk right up to them. We can activate our defense, so they can no longer do any kind of damage here. And then we should have, which one is it? This one, 30 damage to health to all adjacent units. Almost enough to take them out. That's a real shame that we can't quite kill them in one go. But we should be able to finish them off pretty easily. Oh, actually, yeah, he's got counter-attack, hasn't he? So yeah, as soon as they hit him, they're dead. Nice, so we can kind of ignore him. So you've got a ranged attack, I believe. It is shorter, but we can do it. Yes, so we can... Oh, hang on. Get the angles here. Here we go. Go for his energy again. It's a little bit dodgy because she has to get quite close, so he may just go for her rather than Lo Fang, which is what I want him to do. But we'll see. They did another card. I didn't actually see what that did. Oh, was that heal there, maybe? Yeah, that was a heal there. That's no problem. Okay, he's got a bit of a ranged attack on him as well, but no, we can't reach anybody. Or we can reach him, but I don't really need to worry about him. Oh, we've got another archer there. Oh, we can't. That's because I didn't move her. Okay, so we can't really do anything. Can she get a shot on anybody else? No. So we just need to reposition her, I suppose. Okay, let's just bring her there. I can get a shot in. I mean, I might as well. She's not going to do anything else, so let's get a shot in there. On his health. It's not going to kill him, but if he then activates, attacks Lo Fang, he's dead. Perfect. So these guys aren't doing anything just yet. So she's not ranged. He does have a bit of a range, but not enough. I don't know what to do, because basically we can deal with him. I think I want to get him to this square. I can't because she's in the way. Oh, there's the tree stump there. Okay. No, let's go into there. We'll just start doing a bit of positioning. Counter attack. I don't think anyone's going to attack him, so let's not worry about that at the moment. So just end turn. Okay, who's going to go for? Probably her. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, brilliant! That's exactly what I wanted. That was like the worst move you could have done, and he did it. Hold on. Why has he got -6 health? But he's not dead? That's a bit odd. Not sure what's going on there. She can't do anything anyway. Let's start positioning, getting ready for the guys coming up this way. Increase defense and increase energy. We'll do this. Oh, that does take her health down a lot though. Do we need that? Her basic one does. No, we don't need to do that at the moment. I'd rather keep the health. Okay, so they're going to start moving in now. We do still need to deal with him. Oh, he's got 8 health now. Okay, that makes more sense. So she can. Oh, she can't quite take him out because it deals 8 damage. But he's got 3 defense. We could do this one, but that's a bit overkill, really. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what then. We can use her, I think. 8 damage, 15 damage. Oh, it's a bit frustrating. It's going to take 2 shots to kill this guy, unless he can do something. 7 damage. 7 damage, reduce the attack, 14 damage. Oh, that's not bad. Is everyone on the line 14 damage? Yeah, okay, we'll use this skill and take him out. Nice. Okay, so now we need to start repositioning to meet the threat coming this way. Okay, well we can start picking them off with the archers. We'll start doing the big shots, I think. We'll do 15 damage. We'll go for this one. Oh, he's got... yeah, he's got high defense. Well, high, relatively speaking. I think we'll go... do we just go for health on these guys? They've got much lower health. Okay, so it's going to take a few turns for them to get in, which is exactly what I wanted with my positioning. We'll do the same thing again. 14 damage. That's not going to kill him, unfortunately. Or do I just... You know what? I'm going to go for this guy. We'll just start chipping them down so that they're easier to kill when they get closer. Alright, I do need to be careful. These two are very vulnerable right now. You cannot reach anyone at all, really. What about you? You've got a very long walking distance, but only in a straight line. Let's get in position. We'll get him as close to the front line as we can. So next time out he's going to be able to wander in there and whatever. So we increase his energy by 4. And all damage received is dealt to health. We'll do that one. It's good to have a little bit of energy, because if they target his energy, and he has none, it will then deal double damage to his health. So just having a little bit of energy and making sure that all damage has gone to health, that reduces that kind of double damage situation. Excuse me. Okay, who else can we do? They're all now activated again. I'm a little bit concerned about just sending her in. Increase defense and walking distance. Okay, I guess we could put the defense up and get her in a little bit closer. They will start targeting her though, I imagine. I'm going to do it. We'll risk it. And I don't want to sacrifice health because I think she's going to take some bashing here. Oh, they're going straight for him. Okay, nice, we've got counter-attack in. Alright, well, she can't really do anything. Increase running distance by 2. That's not going to help anything at all. I'm going to get her in position for the next turn, maybe. Uses up a lot of energy though, that's the problem. Just running takes up so much energy. Okay, we're just going to move her in here. She's not very maneuverable, I must say. I don't think we need to do anything like this. No one's going to be targeting her, so... Okay, everyone... Oh, this is dodgy. Okay, we need to get his defensing up, but I don't think we can we? I've got another 2 turns on that one. Okay, deals 60 damage to health and reduces your defense by 9. That's not good. Also sacrifices his health. Deals 23 damage to energy, increases your energy by 6. We could do that. Does 15 damage to health and reduces attack on the enemy unit by 1. Increases your energy by 2. Either way... yeah, we just need to... I think we just take him out with a basic attack, or... Yeah, basic attack. Everyone on our team gets stronger every time someone dies. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, it's going to be him again. Oh, that is close. I have no means... Actually, do I have any healing cards? I do not. All I can do is reduce defense by 15 to one particular unit, but that's not really... The cards on this team aren't very good, I'll say. Okay, so we've got 2 guys who will be activated. I think maybe we send her in then. Oh, she can't do anything still. It's too far away. Okay. I might put it there. She could end up dying though. I'd rather she died than the Lo Fangs, to be honest with you, but let's... No, we'll wait, because... We'll wait. She doesn't need to activate just yet. This guy's already activated, so he's not going to be doing anything. So these ones here... we can do... Ooh, that could be good. Yes, we're going to do this on this guy. So that reduces his defense and his energy. Oh. Oh my god, they do a lot of damage. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to target her. Fine. Right, we're going to do the same one with her. 14 damage to energy. She uses the defense. So if I do that on him, it's going to do quite a lot of damage. He's already down in his defense. Yeah, energy's now gone. Oh, god damn it, I did not expect that. Maybe I should have done. Right, they're all activated. This is kind of bad news. I need to get him in. We can do something. Deal 7 damage, reduces the attack of an enemy unit by 1. Increase counterattack. I might as well just increase my counterattack. Just in case he gets targeted by me going up against this guy. Oh, he's going way over there? Alright, well that's fine, but actually we can kill him. One less threat to worry about. But these two are going to be very dangerous now. If they go after Lo Fang, they're going to kill him. Yeah. Oh, we do get counterattack in. That's nice. Lo Fang, well done. And she's completely useless. Back here. There's nothing I can do, whatever. We might lose another one here. Oh god. We do. Okay. We're going to do big damage here. Yeah, I'll give his health. Oh, that defense. He's going to take her out as well. Oh god, we're not doing well here at all. We've got 2 left. And they're kind of useless. I might be able to. This might actually work now. Increase the running distance. I can get up to him. 32 damage. We'll just do the basic one. And we're going to kill him. A lot of injuries in the team though. Luckily everybody came into this not injured. And some level ups. Okay. That was a rough one. You hold back the gales, giving the Bacana detachment enough time to reach the safety of the fortress. Amma is unhurt, but looks like she might faint. After attending to her, you turn your attention to the 2 remaining Birkins. One of them has been struck down by an arrow, the other, dressed like an aristocrat, is beside himself with grief. Reed rushes to the wounded man before you can ask. She kneels beside him, then waves to you reassuringly. He's alive. He's bleeding, but not much. No need to worry. The gal's got him much worse. I'll help him. The aristocrat. Oh, we've heard this name. Hedelig. He's quite an important character. He was one of the options in the questions we had last time about who was the most dangerous person, and I couldn't think who he was. I'm sure this is the name. The aristocrat gets to his feet, wiping his face with a handkerchief. God to be praised. This man is Lon, my faithful guard, commander of many years. I'm Hedelig, Prince of Asana, and I'm exceptionally grateful for your help. Yeah, he's a prince. Why is he on his own? You tell the prince nothing, and Reed tries to smooth over the awkwardness with a little bow. Your Highness, we mean no disrespect. Our leaders from the Shadow Clan, warriors like him, are very reserved. I'd be surprised if he says a single word. Let's show him respect. We're trying to get on his good side to get inside. You nod. I'm honoured I've been able to help the Royal House of Asana. Hedelig gestures apologetically. Well, you're the first icon I've ever seen. I just have one question. How can I repay your kindness? Reed looks at you, then Hedelig. Your Highness, we need to get to Apacem. We're escorting a woman, a healer. She's heading to the dead men here. Hedelig eyes you suspiciously, then nods. You don't need to enter the fortress to touch the dead men here, but I'll see to your request. You fought well, and I owe you. The wounded soldier stirs. Reed smiles triumphantly, and Prince Hedelig sighs with relief. Your expression remains impassive, piquing his curiosity. This skirmish confirms that all rumours of icons are true. Had your island been a bit larger, you could have subjugated all of Dominium. Do you have a question? Do you have at least until my guard realises I'm missing? They're in for haranguing. Is Apacem the only safe place? Apacem has never fallen into enemy hands. They also say the Reaping has less power over it. Opacum isn't some hole in the ground though, it's a fortress, and the enemy will die in the shadow of its walls. Should a warrior flee from the enemy? A ruler is the heart of his kingdom. A king without an army is like a swordsman without armour. There's no shame in fleeing to protect what's most important. What is Bakana going to do about it? Bakana will go to war, but we're trying to stop the enemy forces before they reach our lands. Opacum is our outpost in Kabonum territory. I have no further questions. I have a question for you then. Your healer must be knowledgeable and renowned to warrant an Icon bodyguard. Can she speed up my guard commander's recovery? Your man's in no danger. Your man escaped with barely a scratch, Your Highness. He doesn't need our healer. He was exhausted from travelling. He'll come to soon enough. Oh, your guards are finally looking for you. Angrily. The stupid fools are too late, but I'll have a chance to cleanse their shame with blood, fighting on the walls of Opacum. Follow me. The Ephesian forces approach, and I don't want to encounter them outside the walls.
A pearl grows to protect the oyster from dirt. Doesn't the dream of freedom do the same thing in the soul of a slave?
Sure. Here we are, Opacum. People are finally coming closer together. That's two of our bands. Who are we playing as now? Okay, we're back to Hopper. Right, let's go speak to Ake. The giant warrior feels right at home. Here in the fortress about to be besieged, he can help you navigate the chaos. You find Ake conversing with some vandal. He waves a hand as he sees you. Look who's here. It's Padagang, the merchant. He was in Albius when the reaping began. He is now an advisor to Stakat Vici. Can you imagine? Rask put in a good word for him. I was just telling Padagang how he met that little fellow, then parted ways. You have to restrain yourself from wincing. Ake doesn't need to know what happened to Rask. Meanwhile, Padagang is looking at you as if he's reading your mind. You nod to him and try and ask something, but Ake interrupts. The big fellow laughs and taps the vandal on the shoulder. Padagang's going to arrange our stay and dinner, so we don't have to huddle in the barracks. Well, King Trieg will arrive shortly. I have to deal with some urgent matters. Padagang follows Ake with his eyes, then turns to you. It is no accident that we met here, my dear book lover. I can see the questions swarming in your head. Ask away. You look at the vandal warrior turned merchant and see a man who has lost his loved ones. He is also a man gifted with second sight. There must have been shamans in his bloodline.
Hey!
You look at me more intensely than damsels used to look at the silks on my stall. Come, ask away, for I have a lot on my plate. Rask is nowhere to be found, and I'm busy as a bee. Did you flee Albius because of the reaping? You cannot escape the reaping. What unnerved me were the people. Or were they even people? Some wear monster skin, others cardinals' robes. Still others wear regular clothing, just as you do. You can see these things? Did you have shaman ancestors? You saw the Reaper then, but you ran away from the Cardinal, not from the Reaper. Why are you not running away from me? I'm nothing to the Reaper. He can have us all in one go. The Cardinal, on the other hand, had a personal interest in me. You see, he needed eyewitness accounts of the events in Albius. I'm glad it's not me he's come here for. As for the trouble, you bring it unto yourself. Did you see anything out of the ordinary in Albius? I've seen sorcery of all kinds. It's like blinding light to me. First, a young woman came to Albius, and I swear I've never seen a finer lass in my entire life. After that, it seemed to me that the sky went dark with storm clouds. It was then that the Reaper appeared. Finally, when the bell began to peal, the darkness started to dissipate. What can you tell me about Thorn Brennan, or his daughter? Are they sorcerers too? How do they resist the Reaper?
Hey!
That I cannot say. You spent all your life cracking nuts, yet break a tooth on just one, or so they say. The Brennans are tough to crack. There is something special about them, but I cannot say what, my friend. Why did you decide to stay in Opacum?
Hey!
It's easier to breathe here. The plague I narrowly escaped in Albius seems to be less potent. Even the Cardinal here is different. I'm nevertheless afraid these blessings won't last. Why is that? Why are you here if they will not last?
Huh?
I see everything, but I cannot explain it all. The darkness thickens. Soon it will engulf Opacum. What lies at its heart is not my concern. I just know that there is nowhere else to run. Everything will be decided here. I can feel it. That's it for questions, but there is something I want to tell you. I have bad news for you, Padagang. Your friend Rask has lost his life. Lost it completely and irrevocably. It happened several days ago. I have no desire to speak of it, but you should abandon any hope of ever seeing him again. I knew that Rask had perished the moment it happened. I sensed trouble in him, just like I sensed in you. I'm no sorcerer, of course. I just feel it. I won't prattle on, I promise. No need to draw attention. You see and feel everything. You ran away from the Cardinal, but stayed put when he came to face him. You saw trouble in Rask, and Rask is no more. You saw trouble in me, yet I still live. Are you a sorcerer by any chance? Seeing things doesn't make one a sorcerer. I went for a stroll around the fortress on my first day here. The ruins beneath the Menhir fascinated me. I don't know whether you looked carefully enough, but there used to be an inscription there. Now it's gone. Why did you not read it when you saw it? Perhaps it was meant for your eyes. That's unlikely. I had shaman ancestors, but I'm not one myself. I should be going now. Riddles and cryptic words have been getting on my nerves as of late. So the Cardinal will find you, even if you do not announce your presence. Perhaps it's better to leave him be for the moment. Well, let's leave him be then. Let's go to the Menhir. The mystery of the life of the Sacred Stone is gnawing at your mind. You should have a look at it. From the outside, the fortress looked frozen in frightened expectation, but inside it's abuzz with life. Hundreds, even thousands of soldiers scurry to and fro. Arrows and stones are being hauled onto the walls. Kindling is piled under huge cauldrons filled with slabs of tar. Horses neigh nervously. The baby is crying. Clean undergarments are being hung to dry. If death is nigh, you might as well wear clean clothes. A short distance from the gate, you see a mysterious rock jutting out of the ground like a black fang. You've been to Opason many times, and every time you stood here, admiring the ominous, lifeless Menhir and the white ruins smashed and pushed into the ground beneath it. Over the centuries, the Menhir has become part of the wall, while the white boulders have practically disappeared. In fact, all you can see is a single cracked lintel which used to rest on a row of columns. What's so special about this Menhir, except that it destroyed an ancient chapel from which it rose? It's a millennium-old mystery, an everlasting one. People seem to avoid it without even thinking, and there's a ring of emptiness around the rock, even in the crowd thronging the square. You stop at a distance, as if you yourself were afraid. Someone stands behind you, not too close, not too far either. Only for a moment you believe that it's Amma, your lost, estranged love. Listen carefully, you realise it's someone else, familiar yet different. She has come to speak to you, and it is not a conversation you can avoid. Well, Amma will be here soon, because we know that she's with Lo Fang. This is Philia. You turn to face a tall blonde woman. The way she looks at you suggests that she already knows everything you could tell her. Her resemblance to Amma is striking, save for the lacking fairness of her hair. My name is Philia. I've been waiting for you. Mother told me you would surely come here. It's Amma's daughter, isn't it? I wouldn't have, but your mother drove me here with promises, riddles and cunning. She even cursed me. Just who is your mother? Maybe it's not Amma's daughter, though. It must be. I can only tell you what I myself know. My mother, I call her Chila. Under to those who have never met her. Believe me, if she had laid a burden on anyone, she would have shouldered twice as much herself. This is the least of my concerns at the moment. Tell me, can I be rid of the curse in Opason or not? Why not draw your sword and ask me whether you could win a duel? How am I to know? I'm no fencing expert. I know not your opponent, nor, in fact, do I know you. Do not ask me about matters you yourself are supposed to ascertain. This is not the reason I'm here. Why are you here? Where are my secret words? Are they on the Menhir? There's nothing. Where's the stone I'm supposed to read? You come to the right place, Blance, but you are looking the wrong way. The words you need are on the white stone, which is much more ancient than the Menhir crushing it. Come closer and you'll see. I've studied the ruins of the ancient chapel 1,000 times, and I've never seen a single word inscribed on them. Who could have done it? Your Opason guards keep a close watch on the Menhir, even though it's been dead for 1,000 years. Looking at the stone. Yes, I see an inscription. It wasn't there before. Because you carry misfortune within you. Because you carry misfortune within you. You look dumbfounded. Is there anything else written on the stone? There are more words, but they're enchanted. Seems like a trap to me. You think someone is after you? Don't you know that writing this took more effort than reading it? What if it's your salvation? It will require more strength than I have left in me. No, I've no intention of risking my life. As you wish. Perhaps I was taught the art of healing for this very occasion, to keep you from dying here and now. The inscription has already vanished. You've missed your opportunity. At least I still live. I know a thing or two about sorcery, and believe me, there are no kind sorcerers. They are kind to themselves only and treat all others as a means to an end. That's what you are to your mother, a means to an end. Do you have anything else to say? My message is this. You will find the last words in the very end, or else on the dearest one. Don't ask me to interpret it, I myself don't know what it means. Think. Won't do me much good now. Should I just clutch my bad hand and pray for a miracle then? And you give her a package. I have nothing else to say. You can have your book back. Mother sends it with apologies for borrowing it. Great power is held within, though not in the paper nor the binding. Damnation. Quite the family you've got. If everything gets sorted out, my arm, the reaping, the war, this accursed spell, your mother had better stay out of my sight. It will not just sort itself out, Blanche. We'll talk of this later. Okay, we've got nothing else to do except to speak to Corazon. Hello, you're called Hopper now, right? Why are you here while Thornbrand and his daughter are not? Where are they? I followed him to Frigga and looked for his trail on the roads leading to Payson. Must have outpaced him, but I expect him to arrive by the end of the day, barring any accidents. I hope you are not mistaken, since the Frisian legions are almost here, though I must say Thorn will get the rough end of it. He's lucky if he gets off with a stint in the dungeon. Tell me, why are you still in Payson? The Frisians are approaching. It's not like you to stay in a besieged fortress. Don't make excuses. I know that you consider bravery foolish. Do I look like someone who makes excuses? He who comes on time does not rush. How can I leave for Payson without presenting my compliments to the magnificent King Trig? He will come here, you'll see. Are you still mad at Trig? I always settle my debts, especially if I owe them to paltry mortals. You owe me, Corazon. Thanks to you, my whole arm has turned black. Tendrils of this darkness are crawling towards my heart. I ask of you, leave King Trig be. Why do you request King Trig? Since when do you take interest in officials? You normally protect the weak and the poor. Consider it my whim. King Trig can be boorish and rash, but giving due credit to Stakovici, there is no better commander for the fortress. Could it be that you don't want a Payson to endure the siege? It will not endure, Blanche, but I will grant your wish regardless. At least until the Payson falls and blackness consumes your heart. Why did you need Thorn? Need Thorn? What makes you think that? Did I say so? No, I don't really need him. Just curious. It's not every day that you see someone who could withstand a Reaper. Did you plan to test him yourself? I'd test his daughter, although she, very likely, may have a higher purpose. What are they preparing to do in a Payson? What can you arrange in a Payson? It's a clean place, isn't that what it's called? As if the lands swept by the reaping were filthy. The Umbra from Frisia did not focus on the Payson for no reason, did they? I cannot speak for them, but I can make conjectures. I believe they mean to wake the dead men here, or something else. If you don't need me anymore, I'd like to take my leave. You may bow to me and leave then. Suddenly a bell begins to toll over Payson. The sound is different from what you've heard in Albius. It's ragged and rushed, as if the chimesman is trying to deliver an urgent message. The defenders drop everything they were doing, running errands, toiling to prepare for the siege. They look up in trepidation. Something must have happened. It's not the arrival of Ephesians. The soldiers in the bastions are also staring at the bell tower. You look around for someone who could offer an explanation, but all you see are troubled faces, as ignorant of what is happening as you are. In times of war, the tolling of a bell seldom heralds good news. There is commotion at the southern gate. Several riders enter. There are too few to be reinforcements, yet too numerous to be messengers. You strain your eyes and begin to recognize their faces. You brace yourself for the ill news. The first one you recognize is Shek, commander of the guard from Ursus. He leaps from his horse and tends to another rider, who is wearing a fine cape and whose weapons have the glint of the finest steel. It's Trig, now king. He shoves Shek aside and dismounts on his own. Their journey must have been perilous. You shake your head. This entourage is far too scant for a king. It's definitely not the Duranian army. Something must have happened in Hyborg. Who is that white-haired woman among the soldiers? It cannot be. It's Amma. What's she doing here? And where did she come from? Staggering, she walks to the menhir while you stand rooted to the spot. Once again, something interrupts your brooding and awakens you from your stupor. It looks like another company has arrived in Apacem. Is this Trieg's mounted rearguard catching up to him in the fortress? The riders are wounded and the horses exhausted. Prince Herdelig is also here. Hyborg must have fallen, cutting off the road to Berkana. That's the only explanation for such ragged company coming to Apacem. The fortress will soon be besieged from all sides. You spot an icon among the new arrivals. A warrior from the Isle of Shadows is someone you least expected to see. You wonder what he could be doing in Apacem. All two groups have come together. It's exciting. The two groups come together. That's what I just said. You watch a stack, but he's talking about different groups. You watch Stakevich pointing a finger toward the main bastions as he explains something to King Trieg. Deep in conversation with them is Ake. The giant looks around, notices you, and gestures for you to join the discussion. Oh, sorry. Do I see the infamous book lover? Skip the kneeling. In times like these, kneeling is only good for the scaffold. If you're lucky enough to even make it that far. I've spoken to Ake and Count Vichy and learned that you were a scribe in Azana. I have many questions for you, Hubba, some more important than others. Can't say I'm happy to see you. You failed to save my son. He died in battle like a proper warrior, but still you did not save him, nor have you found Thorn Brennan. You'll be held responsible for this. Your Majesty, I asked the gods to spare me from your wrath. We did all we could, but we were too late. Such is fate. Should your wrath be the end of me, I'll say the same. Such is fate. Alright, we'll discuss this later. Now, people praise you for your knowledge, so if you truly are as wise as they say, tell me this. What do the Reapers want, or why are they aiding Frisia? Why do they drive us to Apacem, and what exactly is so special about this fortress? The Reapers wish for Apacem to fall. So why do they give me an escape route that would lead me here? The Reaper did not just split open Hyborg's defences, it cleared the road to Apacem. I'm asking myself the same question. I'm no Reaper, Your Majesty, but I suspect he wants you to seek sanctuary in Apacem. The secret of Apacem lies within its menhir. Is it not dead? Who needs a menhir that hasn't healed a single ailing supplement? Frisia and the Reapers are unlikely to concern themselves with healing Berkanans, Your Majesty. Temple servants know more about the sacred stones than I do, but I doubt that even they would be able to answer your question. The Reapers are not aiding Frisia. That does not seem quite accurate. It's the Berkana fortress the Reapers are taking. Berkana warriors they're setting at each other's throats. How does that not count as aiding Frisia against us in this war? Past has taught us that the Reapers do not aid anyone. They are Berkana's enemy as much as they are Frisia's. When they crush one, the other rejoices and considers it aid until it too is destroyed. I can see that your wisdom is overpraised. You better be a finer chronicler than an advisor. We are at a pivotal point in history, and what follows is worth writing down in your annals. Do not miss anything. You can rely on me, Your Majesty. Everything I witness will be recorded, and you'll certainly receive a copy of the scroll for your archives. I hope that our descendants live to read all this. Now go. We'll let you know if you need it. Okay, so we go... Sure, let's go speak to Amma. You stand quietly next to Amma, till she finally meets your gaze. Why are you here? I'm no seer, but I sense the Reapers are plotting something, gathering everyone here. They want to kill you, Blance, and turn your spirit to ash, forever, irrevocably. I thought you should know. Who are they? Adna, Atrak, Dorfkul, maybe others as well. Adna paid me a visit. What did she tell you? Who'd benefit from my death? Whatever the Reapers do, they do for a reason. Not many Lower Umbra left. It's alright. They need a triple sacrifice. You, Sherlin, and, I would guess, Quarbeth. Killing 3 Umbra should release enough power to awaken one of the gods, who will then become incarnate in the Chosen One. One marked with a special sign. Someone strong enough to endure such a burden. Wake up, Amma. You're one of us. If what you say is true, then you're in danger. I'm here, and Quabbeth is close by, but Sherlan is dead. Even so, Apacem has been cleansed. The Reapers are powerless here. It's you who needs to wake up, Lance. They killed Sherlan, but they didn't let him go. Atrak swallowed him, and he will spit him out here. The curse that binds you to that body makes you an easy target. Quabbeth will be the third. Why not me? I serve them once again. They have other plans for me. Corazon is also their servant. There might be others too. Why do you serve them again? Adna found me and touched me with her crooked staff. Out of her fat 4 shadows, I'm the only one left. I can still shield my thoughts from her. I still have the power to go where I will, but I'm already her slave. I control this body for now, but her spores are hatching inside it. If it were not for Apacem. If Apacem's purity isn't limitless, why are you here? The moment the protection fades, Adna will have her way with you. I will do whatever she wants. I'm here because you're in danger. Though truthfully, you're not the reason I came. I saw a glimmer of hope, a joyous conclusion, and you have to work for it, but I don't know what exactly it is that you're supposed to do. Did Corazon betray the Temple of the Divine Retribution? Could be. It's also possible that there is no distinction between the Temple of Divine Retribution and the Temple of Divine Wrath. Instead, there is only one temple, and waging the sacred wars was simply an act of deception. When you and 12 fellow Umbra took to the field at Drowsy Deep, did you not wonder why Corazon was not there? Nor Anel, nor Ene? That's too much. I refuse to believe it. Corazon is one son of a bitch, but Anel is not. Nor is Ene. Though I cannot vouch for Ene, I can tell you one thing about my curse. It's not their doing. It takes away from the reaping. It upset Corazon. Someone else had cast it. This is what I don't understand, but it's irrelevant right now. Whether a human sorcerer attempted to stop the reaping, or Ananel is playing games of his own, they're only pebbles that can't stop a landslide. How are they going to take Apacem? It has to do with the men here. It's not truly dead. All men here are different. The water men here doesn't get corrupted because it stands in the middle of a stream. The roaming men here wanders around the Vale of Mercy. When the little men here burnt out, the Ashen Wasteland was created. And this one simply appeared in the wrong place. What do you mean in the wrong place? 1,000 years ago it grew out of a chapel that was already ancient, destroying it in the process. I've touched the remaining blocks 1,000 times, even dug up some of them. There's no power in those stones, I would have felt it. What if that lack of power is the opposite side of the powerlessness of the dead men here? It was you who led Adna to me unknowingly. A month ago you came to me and traded a book. It was imbued with the same power as this chapel. All of us, you should know. Are the gods not dead? When we escaped the ashes of our dying world, the gods did everything in their power to save us. They sacrificed themselves. They made men here to protect us in this new world. Yet something went wrong, and the reapings began. That's what I thought, because my pity for mortals was blinding me. Now listen to me. Forget about mortals. Think of the gods. They do not make mistakes, and nothing can go wrong when they are at work. One of them didn't sacrifice himself. He has floated between sleep and death ever since. He is the one who set the last world ablaze. He is the one they mean to awaken. All of Apacem will be an altar for this sacrifice. You're out of your mind. 3 Umbra and some sort of sign. Chosen One, Divine Incarnation. Who told you this nonsense? Was it Adna? Do you know that you cannot trust a single word she says? I wish it was nonsense, but I divined it myself. The visions are hazy and difficult to make out, as if fate is still deciding how the bones will fall. Faces swim around and fade. The only ones I see clearly are Sherlin's and yours. Yours is seldom dead. Amma, let's forget all our misfortunes and leave this place together. Do you still believe your will is free? Do you hope to repair a house that's already in ruins? I am very tired. A certain Ophelia was supposed to escort me to a quiet place where I can rest. There she is, already looking for you. My offer stands. Okay, let's go speak to Shek. Shek has arrived with the King's entourage. You can ask him what happened in Highwalk. Didn't expect to see you here, Hopper. I overheard your conversation with the King. I gather you have some questions for me as well? Hello, Shek. It will likely not be the only one asking questions. Everyone in Apacem is wondering what has happened to Highborg. Highborg has fallen. It would have endured despite the gales and vandals making a corduroy road through the swamp, had the Reaper not appeared by the main gate. I'm not stealing myself, but apparently it was the same one as Anabius. The guards let him in. Then they hacked each other to pieces. We were lucky to escape with our lives. Why did you not retreat to Ursus or Drua? Did you hear what they said about the Cordroy Road? Thousands of Gales of Vandals used it to cross the old Gebner Road and block it off completely. We didn't plan to burrow up in Opacum. There was no other choice, as if we were driven here. Who haven't they yet called to Opacum? Why are the Northern Umbra doing this? I hope I'm not late with my insight. Did you send for reinforcements? Of course we sent for reinforcements, though I fear no messenger got through. I've seen carrier pigeons picked up with arrows just outside Hyborg's towers. Being rounded up, Shek. If what you're saying is true, there are enemies coming through the marsh road, and they'll close the trap soon enough. Fusions on one side, Gales and Vandals on the other. How did Heidelik end up in Hyborg? Same way we ended up in Opacum. The enemy left no other route. Heidelik planned to head east, but he couldn't go anywhere other than Hyborg. A hard battle was fought at its walls, and the Prince of Osana could have perished were it not for Lon. I would never have taken Lon for a good warrior. Doesn't quite have the countenance. How are the two monarchs getting along? Bickering about who should lead? No worse than Bakana's 5 kingdoms. There's nothing to bicker about. Trig and Heidelik command their own men. There's no time for arguing when we stormed out. They agreed that Count Vichy should retain his post as commander in Opacum. The Reapers do not personally fight in wars. It's not entirely true. As a boy, I heard of a story of a great battle, 700 years ago, I think. Can you image? 5 Reapers fighting in the Battle of Drowsy Deep. 702 years ago, Shek. The battle was different. It was the final one, or so it seemed at the time. Right now, a single Reaper can cause more than enough trouble. Where did you meet the white-haired woman? Amma, you say? What makes you think she's here? She keeps to herself. She even has bodyguards. They helped us wipe out the pursuing enemies near Opacum. One of the guards is an icon. Can you believe it? It's the first time I've seen one of them up close. Amma used to have hundreds of icons by her side. Don't look at me like that. I'm just reminiscing. We'll have the chance to talk later. That's true. A besieged fortress is much like a ship. Even if you're sick and tired of each other, you cannot get away. But I have other matters to attend to. I hope to find Bran Vichy. He's probably hiding under his father's wing. The bastard took off with the money for Ursa's guard's wages. Unbelievable. And he, a count. I guess anything's possible. I'm sure Stackett will not turn his son over, even to the king. He would rather wall him up in a hole to save face. You're right. I won't ask about him. If he shows himself, he'll regret it. Otherwise, he can live wherever he's walled up. I hope he chokes on the money he's stolen. Okay, last thing then, the wall. There are no more pressing matters. All that's left is to wait for the siege to begin. Things past cannot be recalled. The thought stings, so you turn around, head to the main bastions and climb the stairs to the top of the wall. The green sea of the Vandal forest stretches before you. The puddles of the Vandal swamp glisten an oily black. On the north, milky mountains reach for the sky. Only now does the significance of Amma's words slowly sink in. Your old life and world as you know it are coming to an end. The bell begins to toll over the keep. In the west, still far away, comes a twangy melody of Frisian horns and the beating of war drums. The distance muffles the clanging armour and marching feet, the squeaking axles of supply carts, but the wind carries a faint odour of sweat, dirt and greasy cooking. Frisian legions are approaching Opacum. The siege will begin in a matter of hours. The sun is disappearing behind dark clouds.
There is one thing you cannot give up. Control over your own life. If only you could trade it for your loved ones' lives.
Okay, right, well, we're now moving back to Thorn, the last of our group of 3 to reach Opacum, so I'm very interested to find out what happens when he reaches. We are definitely closing in on the end game, I think. I have no idea how much is left, but I'm very excited to kind of see how this one ends. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I know this game isn't the most popular on the channel, but it's, you know, I want to see how it ends, so we're going to keep on going. So I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.